Okay, here we are again, out here in our little smoke shack. We've had some cool weather, like cold mornings, like I think it was 28, 29 this morning. So we figure it's a good time to make some chili. So that's what we're gonna do today. You can follow along. This is just kind of we've done this quite a bit, but there's no real recipe. We just kind of put what we like in there and taste it. If it needs a little something, we'll add it. But we've made this with both deer, elk, stew meat. Again, I don't have the time to hunt anymore, and I can't get anything anyway. So we buy this overly expensive chuck roast from Walmart. So I'm gonna get this opened up. We'll chunk it open. We'll chunk it up into some stew meat, and then we'll get it in the Dutch oven on the Camp Chef and get it browning. There you go. All right, this is a 2.5 pound chuck roast, so we have gunfire. It is deer season. I'm just gonna trim some of this fat off. A little bit probably wouldn't hurt, but we don't want a lot of fat, do we, in this?
No, I don't think so.
So we'll just kind of do this number. Get some of the bigger chunks of the fat off here. Ooh, but not that expensive meat we got there. Get a little bit more of that. All right, I'm just about there. Okay, now I'm just gonna chunk this up. I'm thinking we want fairly small pieces, don't you think? Yeah, I don't want like big old chunks of meat in this. Just some little, or what, maybe like 1/2 inch square stew meat. So I'm just gonna separate this where the seams are. Just kind of make some small pieces. Watch your fingers. We'll get this in that Dutch oven and get it browned up. And this is going to cook for quite some time, so hopefully this will be a nice tender piece of meat when we're trying this chili. We've done this with deer and elk, but elk's better than deer in my opinion. Anyway, the mule deer around here, that's a good one to jerky or something like that. That's me personally. But this beef will be good. Anyway, we'll get this cut up and then we'll get it to the Dutch oven. Okay, I got this all chunked up. We're gonna get it in this Dutch oven. I got it over here preheated with a little tallow in there. Hopefully not too hot, but I'm just gonna get this kind of going here. Ooh. Can't be losing any of this precious beef. We have done this with burger before too, but we like it better with some stew meat. All right, so we're gonna brown this up. Should only take a few minutes. We're gonna get over here and cut up some vegetables. We got some peppers, different kinds of peppers. I don't know. Coming along. Okay, so we're gonna chunk up some of these. What are these? These are the Anaheim ones.
Anaheims.
Right, so I'm just gonna cut them. You want the seeds out?
Probably not. It doesn't matter.
Then I'll just cut this big,
That ugly part out.
the ugly white stuff out. Right? Make a mess with the seed. Now, how big of chunks do we want? Because we're going to put this in a stock pot and boil it down, right?
Yeah.
Cook them down. So what, how big do you want them? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Just, well, you can
Because then you'll put it in a food processor, right? And
leave them just like that.
we'll just cut them into strips like that, yeah? And a couple little pieces.
So we're using Anaheim's, and then we have the ancho chili peppers with the dried. You could use jalapenos or if there's any other hot peppers, but some people don't like hot.
Don't like that.
So we're gonna get this nice mild flavor.
You know, a nice, fun, easy-going eat today instead of painful.
But some people may want a spicy chili,
Yeah.
so you can just use your spicier peppers.
Yeah.
We also like to share with the grandkids when we don't want.
But these ain't hot, right? These are pretty.
No, these are mild. You do not want to waste any of that.
Nope. Everything's too much money nowadays. Yee. Okay, what are we doing with these things?
Okay.
I can't remember what we done last. How many you want?
How many you want?
Should we do 3?
Let's do 3. Let's do 3.
Get a bigger one with that one. Look at that, baby. We'll try that. Okay, so these we gotta cut. These are dried. We want that stuff out of there, don't we?
Yeah, I get seeds out. I'm just supervising.
She's usually the one doing this, making things tasty. Good. That don't really matter, right?
Make two processes, do all the work. While you're doing that, I can add chicken broth.
Okay.
We've got 2 boxes chicken broth.
Is 3 of them enough? Should be, right?
Do one more.
One more little one?
One more.
Just a small one? Or get one, let's do that. These have really good flavor. I remember that. Like, this is kind of just add what you like too. Heck, like she said, if you want this hot, you could probably go to the moon and that. But anyhow,
I usually put jalapenos in it, but
okay, now an onion. Just the white onion, right? Sweet onion.
that one's a sweet onion.
Yeah. You want this just quartered? Is one onion enough? Probably.
One onion should be good.
You want it quartered, or you want it maybe a little finer? So it's
Whatever you're feeling.
whatever I'm feeling. So I'm feeling, just kind of piece it up a little bit.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna open these green chilies.
Okay.
They're just the mild green chilies.
Okay. Give us a stir over here. Browning out nice.
There's the green chilies, and then we will add some minced garlic. Once again, whatever you're feeling. Couple teaspoons. Okay. I think we're ready to give it a stir and put it on the.
Okay, there we go.
And I lost my spoon.
All right, we're gonna give this a stir. We got it on here. We just got it low heat right now, so just gonna kind of stir this in a little bit. Everything will get soft, and then we'll put it in a food processor and make it a little chopped up a little finer, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's that cooking. We'll get that softened up. We got our stew meat over here, processing beautifully. Put a little salt and pepper on that. We'll be ready to roll. All right, and give it a little salt and pepper here. This is our fancy pepper shaker. A little salty. There we go. Now, give that a stir. Don't have to be in a hurry. I got everything turned on low. We actually have a day off, so we're gonna spend the day cooking and relaxing. Looks like the weather's gonna be good. It'll be nice day. Anyway, we'll show you the next step when we get there. Some bread bowls in the Dutch oven for this chili. So we've got this dough. It's what?
Just
For a while. I don't know if it's a bread dough, but
white bread dough.
so now she can punch it down and form it into the little bowls, and we'll put it in this Dutch oven. It's a 12-inch Dutch oven, so got a little bit of grease in there. Just some beef towel is what we use, but we get it in there, and it'll go back to rising for another 30 minutes, right?
Yep. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Should be able to fit 4 of them in there. I don't know, or so. Yeah. It'd be good. It's kind of fun to experiment with stuff. We're fairly new to doing the bread in a Dutch oven, so who knows? We'll try and pull it off today. Anyway, should be good. 4 of them? Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Now what, you'll cover that with a towel?
Yep.
And we'll put it in a warm spot here, if we can find one, and be back in a little bit. All right, this stew meat's been going for a little bit. Starting to brown up. Look at that right. Yeah, it needs to cook a while. That's tough. Imagine that, chuck roast, medium rare. Anyway, we'll cook that for a bit and get her more softened up. This ain't quite to a boil yet, but it's starting to smell really good. You can smell everything. It's starting to get going here. Stir this. It's starting to brown up. So. Well, that tastes good, but that better cook. That needs to tender up. Wow. Chuck roast in there. We'll let it cook down. Probably for quite some time. Get that soft, tendered up. Stay tuned. I think these are ready right here. Oh, it smells really good. See, everything's kind of cooked down. Everything's soft. It smells really good. We'll get them over here and get them in the food processor. If you're at camp and you don't have a food processor or whatever, and everybody else is out hunting and you're the camp cook, you can cut these into whatever size, like little bite-sized pieces, boil that down. Everything, you don't need all this stuff for here at the house and have power. Anyway. If everybody's out hunting, you can have them a nice hot bowl of chili for when they come back. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna get these in this. Probably take me a couple times, I guess. I'm just gonna hold it. Oh. I'll make a mess first thing, probably. Like that. We should have probably cut these into smaller pieces, but. Oh, that smells really good. Really good. Yeah, excellent. Like I said, just cut them into smaller pieces. If you don't have one of these in camp, just get her going. Okay, how do I work this thing? Like that? Where's that? I do this all the time. Okay. Towel, fine do you want this? That's really fine. Something like that?
More.
Oh, even more. That looks good, don't it? Oh. That smells excellent. That's gonna be really good. Okay, so into the Dutch oven, right? There's one. Just using a slotted spoon to get this out, so. Thank you. This smells great. Really good. I don't know, you could probably, like you said, you could add your jalapenos too. Some of you folks would like that. Then all this can just get dumped in there, right?
Yeah, all that
And
good juice.
They get juice. As you can tell, I'm a pretty messy cook. So. I'm thinking about like that. What do you think? See? I'm a messy cook. She's just shaking her head. Pour that in there. Now, all this in there as well, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Still have that on low heat, so I don't want to cook it real fast. Okay, we'll let that cook and add some more stuff to it. Okay, we got a little Camp Chef Dutch oven table. We're gonna add some royal oak charcoal. This is for the bread, or the bread bowl. Get one of these lit up. Get us some coals going here. That'll take, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so. We'll get them going. We'll get our bread bowls cooking. Got our chili cooking right here. Everything's looking pretty good. Gotta add a few more things to that. We're gonna let that cook for just a minute. We'll be right back. Okay, our bread bowls have rose a bit. They look pretty good. We got the coals going. As soon as they get ready, we'll start these. We got this in a 12-inch Dutch oven, so we got a trivet, the short one. I think it's 5 inches or something like that. Get it off the bottom, put very little coals around the bottom, load the top. See how we do it baking. This is always kind of iffy with me. I've burned a lot of stuff doing this, but if you have the time, just take your time, watch it. Pretty easy. Here we go. Hot, little hot. Put it on that hot pot. Yes, I better stir this a little bit. Okay, that's cooked down a little more. That's just our meat and our sauce now. So, oh, it smells excellent. Okay, so now I'm gonna add one can. That's what, 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. We'll add that. 2 cans of the diced tomato. Got everything opened up here, and then we got 4 cans of kidney beans that's been drained off. Maybe. Give them a shaking. 2. We like the kidney beans. We don't like the pinto beans or anything like that as much. Okay, so that's all that. Then we're going with a teaspoon of oregano, right?
Yep.
Tell me if I mess up. If I remember right. Just give it a sprinkle. We got ground cumin, that's another teaspoon of that. I'm not a real big fan of that one, but. And we got chili powder. We got 1 teaspoon, we're gonna give it a heavy one. And then we've got, this is cocoa and cinnamon. And I can't, how much is this? I can't remember.
1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of cocoa.
1/4 and 1/2, okay. And we done this, what, a couple tries ago, and it turned out really good. So it's kind of weird, cocoa and chili, and cinnamon really. But we'll just kind of sprinkle that out here. Like that. That will give it a stir. Pretty thinned out right now, so we'll let this cook down. That'll tender up that meat even more. Get them flavors all combined. That Dutch oven's still pretty warm. Watch how you touch it. Anyway, come along, look at that. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. There we go. We'll just cook this nice and slow and easy. We got most of the rest of the day, so cook it nice and easy, slow, Dutch oven. So there we go. All right, we just bought this trivet off Amazon. It's just one of the cheap little horseshoe. But anyway, this is like 5 inches. That's what we're going to use today. I got these Royal Oak coals going on this table. I'm going to just put them all right here. Okay. Probably move this more toward the center. I've got some little grabbers. I'm going to put these up here. This shouldn't take, but I don't know what, maybe 20 minutes to cook these. Like I said, I'm going to put most of the heat on the top. Just put a little bit. Oops. Oh, bet I step on that one before it's over. Put some of these out on the outside edge of this. I want to cook these fairly slow on the bottom too. And I'm sure there's some of them guys on there that's like pros at this and know how to do this better, but I've kind of struggled with burning stuff. So. Anyway, we're just gonna get these coals kind of shuffled around here. If I need to fire up some more, I will, but I think it feels like it should be pretty good. I just go like that. I'm about 5 inches. That's hot. So if you can hold it there for what, maybe 5 seconds, I'd say that's pretty warm. On the bottom, we're pretty good too. So want to keep it about, I don't know, 350, 400 degrees probably. Some, you may want to cook hotter than that, but like I said, we're going to start slow. I'll pull some of these back a little bit. There we go. Gonna keep on ripping. Hopefully we don't have burnt bread. Okay, I got my fancy lid lifter here. That's pretty warm. I'm gonna lift this up and just kind of look at, take a peek real quick. Okay, we don't have much going, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate that. And I'm gonna rotate this. Just to keep things a little even here. Okay. Go another little bit. It's only been going for about 10 minutes, I guess, but it's pretty hot. Don't want to burn it. There we go. Okay. Now we've been cooking here for a bit. It's starting to thicken up. If you look at this, we want to cook this. We're on as low as that Camp Chef will go. I'm stirring it every 10, maybe 5-10 minutes, and starting to look pretty good. I'm gonna have a little taste test. Get me a chunk of this tough old chuck roast, maybe. It's hotter than hot too. Whoa. It's hot. Tastes pretty good. I think I need a little more salt. That's what I think. I'm gonna add just a little more of this. Is that alright?
Yep.
Just gonna kind of cover the top. I'm a salt fan though. That's the thing. Stir that in. One of them peppers in there is kind of warm for me. Of course. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this, more of the chili powder. You good with that?
Yep. Whatever you think it needs.
Well, I don't know what it needs, but just a little more. Just cover the top of that just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think we're good. I think I'm just gonna let this. We'll mix this in really good. You want to try a bite? We'll get you a blend of everything. Now I'll hand this off to you. Does it need more? She's probably saying, give me some cayenne, give me some hot stuff.
No, that's pretty good. But I dripped on my shoe.
Yes, you did.
No more easy, but right there.
Yeah. Need anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay, now, while this is going, look at that pile of coals over there. We need to check that. We got a lot of heat on the top of these. I'm hoping to get him out of the way and this big guy there out of the way. Because it's pretty hot. I'm hoping we haven't burned something. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
They're looking, okay, that's hot. Whoa! That's why they make them Dutch oven lid lifters, I guess, huh? We got one, but it just I don't know. Okay. Them bread bowls are coming along too. We ain't too far off, and this is gonna be done. So we're gonna let them brown up a little more. Let this just keep on simmering. And we'll just keep on it rolling. Look at this. Starting to thicken up. I'd like that a little thicker than that, don't you? But it's pretty good.
Or you'll drip on your shoe.
Drip on the shoe. There we go. Come on. Okay. These are pretty done, actually, but we're a little doughy on the bottom. So I loaded the bottom of that up. We loaded the bottom up. We're gonna put them on there for a little bit, maybe, I don't know what, 2 to 3 minutes is all. Get them done on the bottom. I don't like crusty bread because I like a little doughy myself. But these sound good. We peeled this one up off the bottom and it's just a skosh doughy. Let's see what we do. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna check our bread bowls. I put a little butter on top of there. They look good. So I'm gonna dig in there. Yeah, they're way done. Thought I'd have some gloves on maybe. I'm just gonna set that right there. The bottoms are done, so the top, it's good. We're gonna let that butter just soak in there. We got our chili right here. Just a bubbling away. Okay, we're gonna cut this out. Make us a little bowl. A big bowl. See how I done on cooking this stuff. What do you think? Did I do alright?
Good.
It's hot. Now I can just peel this out. Like this. Make us a little bread bowl. More like a bread football. Ain't it? Oh, look at that. What do you think?
Looks good.
Looks alright? You want to follow me? Come on over here and we'll get some chili in that. It's gonna be hot. A little bread football. They can do this on Sunday, football day. We're thinking more hunting camp. You come back from hunting all day, that right there, that's gonna be pretty good, isn't it? What do you think? It's gonna be hot. It'll probably burn our face, but we'll try a big old bite with some bread, some cheese.
I'm gonna end up with some of them.
Okay. It's hot. Probably.
That's really
That is some really good chili right there.
I gotta have another bite. That's really good.
I'll tell you right now, if you want
Ooh, cheese.
something when you're hunting, I'll tell you what, hunting, this would be really good. Throw some elk, some deer, whatever you want in there. Some expensive chuck roast.
Perfect.
Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. We're going to keep on doing what we do. Come along!
Damn, that's
Oh my God. Note to self, have the onion peeled before we start. Probably have to keep cringing. Redneck peeling.